Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Abdullah Patel English High School and DRT Junior College. Today we are going to start by chapter number 7. Remaining two topics, that is Goa and Pondicherry. Now, as we have seen the decolonization to political integration of India, what was the problem and who was the hero? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay, only because of the efforts of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel we have got the freedom, or we have got the merger of the states and union territories in our country. So in Goa, what happened? The movement of liberating Goa was from the Portuguese. Here also, as the Dadra and Nagar Haveli was ruled by Portuguese, over here the same Goa was also ruled by Portuguese at that time. So Portuguese rule had begun during the pre-independence time only. In 1928, Goa Congress Committee was founded in Mumbai. Dr. T.B. Kona was the president of this committee. In 1929, Goa Congress became an integral branch of Indian National Congress. In 1939, posters with Quit India, Quit Goa slogans were posted all over Goa. Francis Mascarenhas and the president of the United Goan Front unfurled the Indian flag in Goa. In 1946, under the leadership of Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, the movement of civil disobedience was launched in Goa. Means whatever the steps were taken by Mahatma Gandhi for the freedom struggle, all the steps were taken in Goa also, that you have to quit Goa to whom? To Portuguese. As Mahatma Gandhi has taken steps for British, over here the steps were taken for Portuguese. Okay, then the non-cooperation movement was also happened over here. Civil disobedience movement was also there, that the people were not accepted to the for the rule of Portuguese over here in Goa, and hence Dr. Lohia was arrested and was deported from Goa. Dr. T.B. Kunha, Purushottam Kakodhar, Dr. Ram Hegde, Dr. P.P. Shidorkar and Gopal Mayekar were arrested for participating in the Satyagraha at Madgaon. Dr. Kuna was imprisoned for 8 years. He was sent to a prison in Portugal. Later, after returning to India, he started publishing 2 newspapers, namely Azad Goa and Swatantra Goa. Okay, so these were the 2 newspapers by which he had started. I hope the picture is clear to you of Dr. T.B. Kunha. So only because of the efforts of these people, Goa at least has been created as the independent one from the Portuguese. After India's independence, the movement of liberating Goa took roots in Maharashtra. Means earlier we have Maharashtrian has taken steps for independence of Maharashtra. Maharashtra was independent in which year? 1960. Okay, so first we have taken efforts for the independence of Maharashtra, and then Maharashtrian people have started preparing for the independence of Goa. So in 1954, the Goa Vimochan Sahayak Samiti was founded at Pune. Keshavrao Jede, N.G. Gore and Jayantirao Tilak took on the responsibility of directing the movement. Some groups who volunteered for the cause of Goa's liberation marched to Goa under the leadership of N.G. Gore and Senapati Bapat. One group of those volunteers unfurled the national flag of India on the fort of Panji. And finally, they were also success. They got also success as for flaring the national flag of India at the fort of Panji, as Panji, that Panji is in Goa. Okay, so Goa was ruled by Portuguese, so there were the flags of Portuguese people. So Portuguese, instead of flaring the flag of Portuguese, they flared the flag of our country, that is India. There were a number of other eminent people who participated in the Goa liberation movement. It included people like Pandit Mahadev Shastri Joshi, Shri Shirubhau Limaya, Peter Alvarez and Sudha Joshi. The contribution of Mohan Ranade in this struggle is very significant. He systematically began anti-Portuguese propaganda in Goa with the help of Azad Gomantak Dal. He also started armed struggle against the Portuguese. During an attack of police station, he was shot and again got injured. Portuguese government kept him in jail till 1972. Acharya P.K. Atre used the daily newspaper Maratha published by him as a platform for supporting the movement. Means these people have taken the help of pen and paper, okay, as they started writing the newspaper, and in newspaper they have inspire each and everyone to involve in the movement, that to free Goa, liberate Goa. Okay, and hence due to the efforts of this social activists, this social reformers, this eminent leaders, we have finally were free from the Portuguese rule. The strong public sentiments in the matter of Goa's liberation movement Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to act on it. A mission was planned under the code name Operation Vijay. Indian army descended in Goa to accomplish the mission. The army was held by local civilians as well. They showed the army the places where the Portuguese had planted landmines. The Portuguese surrendered within 48 hours on 19 December 1961. Goa became a part of the Indian Republic. The foreign rule of 450 years came to an end. And finally, we were liberated from the rule of Portuguese after 450 years. Okay, so as we have Maharashtra has liberated in the year 1960. After 1 year, Goa was also liberated. Goa was also freed from the rule of Portuguese. Okay, only because of our eminent social reformers, only because of their efforts, only because of their good spirit, because of their well planned, whatever they have planned very nicely, because as they have planned the code name Operation Vijay, that we have to win and we have to finally free Goa, we have to liberate Goa. Okay, now the last topic over here is Pondicherry. When India got its independence, Pondicherry was still a French colony. Now here, as Goa was ruled by Portuguese, Pondicherry was ruled by French. When we were having independence, India was getting independence. So there prevailed a general notion against among Indians that departure of the British from India would send a signal that the Portuguese and the French to leave India on their own. Means people decided that this was a sign for the this people that they have to leave the country. However, it was not to be so. The depressed region, including Pondicherry, Karakhil, Mahe and Yanam, are also Chandranagar in West Bengal, were ruled by the French, and French were not ready to leave this place, though they were knowing that the things were going against them. India has got finally independence. India is preparing for its independence. India has finally won from the Britishers, but then too they were not ready to leave their place, their hold on from the place. The French government was unwilling to surrender this region. People at Pondicherry got united under the leadership of V. Subhaya, a communist politician and a trade unionist. Taking a serious note of the happening in Pondicherry, the government of India strongly demanded that the French government return the Indian region held by them. In June 1948, a bilateral agreement was signed between both the governments. Thus, it became possible to resolve the Pondicherry issue by the way of negotiation, public movements and governmental action. Means there was no proper war was not happened, only on the paper and pencil a proper resolution was signed, and both the government has accepted that yes, we are going to give the place, whatever the hold are there, whatever the regions are there under us, we will surrender and we will go. So by negotiation, public movements and governmental actions. In 1949-50 till 50, after a positive public poll, Chandranagar was merged in the Indian Republic. Later on 13th October 1954, by a bilateral agreement between the Indian government and the French government, the minutes of the merger process were drafted. The vote in the Legislative Assembly and in the Municipal Corporation was in the support of accession. On 1st November 1954, all French colonies in India were merged in India. In 1962, the French Parliament approved of the bilateral agreement, and in 1963, Pondicherry was declared to be a union territory. So this was how many steps we have to follow, and finally then it was decided which will merge as a state of India and which will be merged as the union territory of India. So in 1963 Pondicherry was finally declared as a union territory of India. Under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Prince state in India were acceded to India and became an integral part of Indian Republic. Thus, the process of political integration of India was completed. As I already said to you that they are the real heroes. Only because of them we are living in free India. Only because of the hard effort taken by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, no need of saying about the efforts of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. I hope everybody know about the efforts of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, that what he has done. Okay, as children know him as Chacha Nehru also. So he is the real hero. But Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, I hope you have listened for the first time Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, what he has contributed in the Indian freedom struggle. Okay, so he has also played a role, heroic role he has done. He is also a legendary person. He has also played a very important part for the merging of our country and finally for the political integration of India, and thus the thing was completed. So inshallah in the next lesson we are going to review the world wars and its impact on India, what impact it has taken on India, that we are going to see in the next lesson. Okay, so now starting by the quick revision of the two topics. Goa, what we have studied in Goa. Take a pencil in your hand and mark it down the important points. The movement of liberating Goa from the Portuguese rule had begun during the pre-independence times only. After India's independence, the movement for liberating Goa took roots in Maharashtra. Dr. T.V. Kona, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, Purushottam Kakodar, Dr. Ram Hegde, Dr. P.P. Shridorkar, Keshavrao Jedhe, Gopal Manekar, N.G. Gore, Senapati Bapat and Jayantrao Tilak had contributed. The contribution of Mohan Ranade in this struggle is very significant, that is important. He systematically began an anti-Portuguese propaganda in Goa. The strong public sentiments in the matter of Goa's liberation movement Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to act on it. Operation Vijay led the Portuguese to surrender. On 19 December 1961, Goa became a part of the Indian Republic. The foreign rule of 450 years came to an end. Second, we have seen Pondicherry. When India got its independence, Pondicherry was still a French colony. The dispersed region, that is the scattered region, including Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Yanam, and also Chandranagar in West Bengal were ruled by the French. The French government was unwilling to surrender this region. People at Pondicherry got united under the leadership of V. Subbiah, a communist politician and a trade unionist. In June 1948, a bilateral agreement was signed between both the governments. In 1949 to 50, after a positive public poll, Chandranagar was merged in the Indian Republic. Public poll means that is the election. Okay, so in the election, positive result was there, and hence that is the permission of public that Chandranagar will be merged in Indian Republic. Okay. Later on 13 October 1954, by a bilateral agreement between the Indian government and French government, means both the government, the minutes of the merger process were drafted. On 1st November 1954, all French colonies in India were merged in India. In 1962, the French Parliament approved of the bilateral agreement, and in 1953, Pondicherry was declared finally a union territory. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel completed India's political integration successfully. So here we ended by the revision of the two subtopics, that is Goa and Pondicherry, and I hope you understood the chapter very well. So till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you so much for listening.